Good afternoon to the world. Look at the airplane activity across the world right now, from the United States to Australia, which is empty right now, to Japan and other regions across the world. Europe is actually pretty packed right now, and I think they're holding exercises. There's these three jets over here that are doing something over here. I know these two are just following each other around. I know these two are probably doing some kind of patrol or some kind of drills. But anyways, what is the news? Which is becoming a normal thing. The CDC a couple days ago have put out a radiation emergency and what to do in a radiation emergency. But obviously, I don't think they're talking about a nuclear power plant in the United States. I actually think they're talking about a nuke. But have we had warnings about nuclear war, or have they put out signs that we are getting ready for some kind of emergency event? Actually, yes. The senators were actually introduced with satellite phones. 50 senators accepted them, the other 50 didn't. At least that's what they said, but I highly doubt it. These are new security measures to give the senators a location and pretty much guide them to a safe place in the event of a disaster. That was the first sign that I got that something's about to go down. Number 2, the PSA in New York. There was a public service announcement about a nuclear attack on New York City and pretty much what to do. This came out in July of 2022, and this was aired pretty much everywhere. It was all over social media. It was all over the news. Pretty much everybody in the United States have seen this. It was a shitty downgraded version of what to do in a nuclear event, and a lot of people didn't even take it serious, but they did get the clout. We got schools in North Carolina that's talking about preparing students in 2025 for a nuclear event. And apparently they're going to let, people actually go into the schools or whatever and pretty much bug out. But even a school wouldn't be a safe place in the event of a nuclear war. I guess it depends how far the attack is and how old the school is. But yeah, something ain't right. New Jersey also warned about a nuclear emergency as well, and they put up loads of signs and even told people what to do just in case we got nuked by Russia. We have a national wireless emergency test that's going to take place on October 4th. A lot of people are going to be turning their phones off to this, but this also could be another way for your government to tell you, hey, something is coming. Even though I don't think anything's going to work in the event of, that type of a war because of EMP and all that. Cars, any kind of electronics, all that would be fried. But they're definitely warning you of something. The UK already got their warning back in April, so it's our turn. For those that's still here, let's talk about the news. So Ukraine has released videos of them flying the F-16s. The Ukrainian Air Force has released footage of its pilots getting to grips with the United States F-16 fighter jets using Flight Simulator. Give it a couple months and they'll already be in Ukraine. Watch. The American that was locked up in North Korea is now released back to the United States. North Korea said that he admitted that he violated their territory, so they get him back to the United States. The Philippines and China are on the verge of war after the Philippines took down the barrier that China put up, and they vowed not to back down. And honestly, they've been at a standoff for a week now, but they're saying China's about to get a lot tougher on the Philippines, which means if they do anything crazy, the United States would jump into this. Meaning we will be at war with China and Russia. Don't forget, they're going to work together to try to take us down. Of course, North Korea and Iran will be in this too. It will be World War III, as I warned a million times. NATO is still talking about exporting grain, but they're deciding that some countries just don't want to do it and don't want to get involved in this because of security risk. So for now, it's just the United States and the UK. Wonder why. Russia says that the United States Abrams tanks are going to burn in Ukraine. And if the United States decides to send the attack-ons, which Biden said that he did, that they will not make a difference in the war. And I guess they're going to send the long-range missiles with the cluster bombs, so it'll be easier to hit Russian positions and pretty much knock them off guard. The Department of Defense is saying that the shutdown is good for Russia and China, but really bad for the United States. Of course, as many shutdowns that we have a year, this never looks good on the world stage anyway. Russia's also condemning an attack that happened at a Cuban embassy in the United States. So happened to happen in Washington. Interesting. The Pentagon is coming out and saying that they only got a couple weeks of funding for Ukraine, maybe a little more, I guess it depends. So they're saying that Democrats and Republicans should settle their disputes and pass the funding, which is $24 billion of additional funding for Ukraine. China is seeking Russia as its partner for challenging the United States. I just told you guys this. All experts are trying to put this out now that China and Russia are teaming up to go to war with the United States. And now they're trying to police the world and take our spot from us policing the world. Hold on. I don't even know if we got a fucking song that can match a video this long. This is my first time doing a 5-minute video. I'm sure I'll find something. Let's continue on. A Ukrainian drone apparently struck the Russian security building in Kursk. I guess they also did an attack that hit the Black Sea Navy's headquarters, which is located in Crimea, which Russia is blaming on the United States and NATO. Things are getting crazy, guys. Anyways, I'm gonna cut this video short. More news next, and a live coming soon.